How's it going, everyone? It's your boy Big D here. It's time to review Aquarius Season 1, Episode 4, titled Home is Where You're Happy. This is a spoiler review. If you have not seen the episode, go to nbc.com/Aquarius. Watch the full episode there. It should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you my opinions, pros and cons, and final score at the end. Also, check out my other Aquarius reviews. I also review on Thursday Wayward Pines and Hannibal. Upcoming reviews are like The Last Ship, Falling Skies, Halt and Catch Fire, much more during the summer, guys, so stay tuned for that. Let's get right to it. Holy crap, what an episode. Technically, we're like 3 weeks into airing Aquarius since the first episodes were 2 hours. And, you know, last week, I gave it a C last week. I didn't really like that episode. This episode was really different towards the second half. Anyway, Sam visits Charlie, of course, in the beginning. I'm trying to remember who Charlie was. Who is Charlie? Oh yes, Charlie Manson. Sam visits him and Charlie literally is like, oh, peace, officer, peace, and he kisses his feet and everything. It's a little bit too far. He was a little bit overplaying it. Anyway, the guy kicks the girl out. Of course, Manson last week, the recorder guy who recorded Manson singing, he gave Emma and the other girl, to him, a peace offering. So he kicks him out because they left the fridge open. Anyway, Charlie threatens him later on and basically says, you know, he has a razor and everything, and says, I'm gonna come in a couple days to check on my progress. So Sam was looking for his son Walt, who went AWOL, and he just literally but he went to his friend's house, I guess, Walt's friend, and Walt was literally in the kitchen hiding. Why didn't Sam look around the house? He could look around the house, you know. So Karn is getting some. Literally, Karn is meeting up at I guess a gay hookup spot, whatever. And he was looking, and the guy was yeah, basically like that. Anyway, yeah, he got some, man. I mean, he went pooh, and you know, went in there. So I can't comment on that. So Sam takes down Marvin. This is one of the best scenes ever. He takes him down, and he's like, "There's no shame in trying." I was so quotable. I love it. Anyway, Mike helps Brian, where this guy escapes, but he's trying to get the guy to confess, so it doesn't look like Mike was, you know, killed Art and everything. So he tries to get him to confess. Marvin blames Sam for Art's death because he wrote snitch on his head 2 episodes ago. He wrote it, and that's why it shows him dead. Marvin was his drug dealer who brought him the drugs and transferred the drugs to Art, and it showed him where he heard and he got the knife and was sing. So it was an intense death, dude. He was screaming, ah, and it felt so real when you were covering. It's that's gross. So I like how they make it look so real. Anyway, Brian had I believe it had nigger loser on his garage, and that wasn't cool. They didn't really do nothing in the episode to really fulfill that or go deep into that, but we'll get into that in a minute. Karn has a gun. He's in front of Charlie, and he literally has it aimed at him, and he's like, I love you. I have nothing but love for you. I will die for you. I will die for all of you. It'll be my honor. And I was like, this guy's trying to beat Jesus Christ, man. There's only one, Charlie. I'm sorry. Anyway, I like how he turns around. He's he literally he was nice and that acid working yet? I was like, what? Why did he do that face? I didn't even know what he was doing. I was like, lol. Anyway, everyone's on acid. Emma's on acid, and she sees her mom, but her mom's really there, and Sam's there, and she has a gun, and she's like, get away. She shoots, and Sam literally just hits the gun and to Emma. I was like, oh shit, that's not nice. Anyway, Sam gets her and Emma's mom, and they leave. So Charlie doesn't even bat an eye. He's like, Peace, guys. Calm down. She'll be back. She will. Oh, she will. Overall, my pros and cons, guys. Let me get started on my cons first. Yeah, this is a slow episode. You know, not as slow as last week. The pacing was so freaking horrible last week. But this one, you know, it was like 40% slow. It's not that bad. But let me tell you, the first half was like, you know, like, I mean, like, the first half was like, seriously, really slow. Not boring. There are a few boring scenes, maybe 2 or 3, but like the police station, like when I believe the guy's name is Scott, the guy with white hair is sleeping with Sam's wife, and he's like all buff and he's like 70 years old or something. Yeah, him, like, all those scenes are kind of boring, really don't matter to me. Also, Brian in the garage and his wife, all that, where it's that nigger loser. You know, I'm interested in that storyline, but, you know, they didn't really do anything. They had 15-20 minutes after that. They could have done a storyline there, but I guess they're going to save it for next week. Sam's wife. That scene, I don't really care for Sam's wife. Like, I'm getting tired of the whole AWOL storyline. Get it over with. Bring the kid over. Don't do this the whole season. Just bring the kid over. Like, the whole son hiding and everything. Just tell your dad, but he's going to be like, you need to go back. Or you're going to get in trouble, blah, blah, blah. You're already in trouble. The whole guy escaping, Brian doesn't even try to go get him or even grab his gun to shoot. He just lets him drive off. Why don't you shoot the tires? Nobody shoots the tires, man. Anyway, my pros for this, the ending of the episode, just how intense it is with getting Emma back, and, you know, there you go, your daughter's back, but not for long. Mike, we finally get to see Mike, and he's just like, he needs his drugs, man. He needs his slap, if you know what I'm saying. He's like, what? And his beard's a little bit more extended, and I really do enjoy Mike on screen. Karn, the actor who plays Karn, he's not that bad. I mean, I'm saying that's the acting wise, not the looks. But the whole gun thing and everything, I really was like, shoot Charlie, dude. Prevent all this from happening. But he didn't. But still, the whole Karn storyline, you know, some people are like, it's really worthless. But it's interesting. Plus, he was like all scared. He was like, okay, I don't want to be seen with you in the bathroom, I guess. There are a few funny scenes I've told you, like with Marvin and Sam. Those were the funny scenes. Charlie and the whole love and the whole dialogue, it's so quotable. The writing and the way that it's spoken and the way it's acted is tremendous, is all I can say. I love how they didn't really focus on Manson this week, and they mostly solved a murder case. And I was like, you know what? I don't mind every week doing a murder case. Like, if they took Manson out and just had David Duchovny and Brian just solving crime, it would be like the X-Files, but in the 70s, but without supernatural contact. It would be a bunch of people who are on acid and doing guns and drugs and robbing people. Can you imagine that? Anyway. So they solved a murder, and the acid trip and the effects of it just looks so... Don't do acid, kids, basically. And I know some of you are like, back in my day, I was on acid, and I remember the good times. Well, you think that's a good thing? Hey, I did acid, man. Yeah, oh, I'm cool, I did acid. Oh, no. Son, that was 40 years ago. That's not even cool anymore. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. I'm doing acid. I like how they showed the murder, too, of how Art got murdered. That was pretty intense. So, again, it's a quotable show. What about Baldylocks? Overall, I'm going to give this Aquarius episode a B+. It's a good episode. It's not great, not bad. It's just good. And I think they did step it up a notch from last week. Some people may not like it. Some people may. Overall, I think it was good. I think it was a very big, like, giant leap from last week's sucky. You know, like, it was like just like a white dick. It was just like little, you know. So overall, I'm gonna give. I already said it, B+. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about the Aquarius episode. Until next time, it's Spocky with you always.